every one of you, and I feel very honored, privileged to be part of this competition. You know, as the MC Riley said, my name is Honorable Mane. Why I'm called Honorable Mane is because I participated in the politics, one of the first of its kind in this country, to prove it beyond reasonable doubt that if able can do, persons with disability can do it. That's why I participated in 2021 general election, to set a signal to the policy makers, the technocrat, and for them to know that we are part and parcel of this society, we are part and parcel of this country, and we are bona fide citizens of this country. We are contributing our quarters to the socio-economic advancement of this country. A population of 10% cannot be marginalized, cannot be left behind. I sincerely thank what people are saying here. Because it's a debate, you don't know the factor of the percentage. I want you to take a pen and paper, as the MC said. Persons with disabilities are 10% of the population now. If you go by this data, we are almost, I would say, 500,000 Gambians are now people with disability. Why? Because the trend of becoming a person with disability is alarming. The trend is alarming day by day. Why? You have so many diabetes patients in the country that are being caught every day. Why? You have so many high blood pressures coming to become what I call a stroke victims. Why? You have so many road accidents. People have been caught in any form. Or even at the end of the day, they end up being sitting on the wheelchair. That's why I use the word, the trend of becoming a disability in this country is alarming. So we need to focus and see how best we can come together under one umbrella to make a change for the benefit of a generation yet to be born. Not for today. We are fighting for a generation yet to be born. You know why I asked the organizers to make me be here, that is to be on this floor? I want to tell you that in our time going to school in the 60s, there was nothing like this platform. In our time going to school, there was nothing like ramps in the schools. But I believe when I was going to school, I had 2 wheelchairs. One will be in the classroom, and one will be at the door of the veranda. In those days, the schools were built by Libyan government. I think some of you can find that schools around this country. A land house. I had 2 wheelchairs. The moment I ride with the wheelchair, I'll be given an opportunity to go down and sit on another wheelchair that will enable me to go to the classroom. So it was a big challenge for our time. So we struggle under that climate until we go to a certain level that it is high time for persons with disabilities to rise up. And so to the authorities, the policy makers, our mothers and fathers, our uncles, that if they can do, we can do it. That's how I was motivated. That's why I was sent to school, to make a change. I thank to Almighty God with the determination. You are young today, but remember, we are all praying for longevity, our longer life, to be there. Once you are alive, never think of yourself that you will not be part of our club today. Anyone can be part of our club today or tomorrow. God forbid. I was born normal, playing football like any one of you. in 60s. By the age of 11 years, 8 months, I became a polio victim. At that time, the African continent, particularly sub-Saharan Africa, the third world country like the Gambia, we are unable to eradicate polio. I was a polio victim. In our time, I would say 45% people become disabled at that time was caused by polio. But today, thanks to God, thanks to the scientific advancement, the WHO and in collaboration with all stakeholders, they were able to fight tooth and nail to make sure that polio become a thing of past, particularly in the Western world. Still now, the African continent is struggling with it, but I would say, if not 90% or 95%, it has been eradicated.